points for Doug McDermott.
And you know, he's going to continue to vary those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Morrow, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Let's go.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Brooks, here we go. And he goes in for the dunk.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game plan. They set the pick, and Augustine kicks to Durant. He uses both hands to jam it in. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the rock. And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Augustine. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Chicago leading. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The 3 from Morrow. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Morrow's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Thunder. Here's Butler. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense. It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Gibson passes to Butler. Back to Gibson. Clock at 6. Here's Gasol, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. They'll shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean, you rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Adams, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. Lots of room. And that one's good by Novak. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they have. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Rose against Westbrook. And Adams now top of the key. Waiters against Butler. And Waiters kicks to Novak. Fires it up. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Gibson. 14 points for Butler.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint. Really at both ends of the floor.
With the stuff.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now. And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. Chicago calls timeout. And with Rose goes again. He showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Outside Westbrook. Outside for Durant. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Chicago's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Russell Westbrook.
Terrific game for Butler. He has 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Pass to Adams. It's Durant on the wing, defended by Butler. And that one's good. Durant.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Butler passes to Gasol. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Well, Greg, you know, there's no question about that. You played on a tough, physical Knicks team during your NBA career, and that would fall right in line with a smart, strong foul right there.
I agree. Very good.
Outside Westbrook. Screened by Ibaka. Durant for 3, and the Thunder another 3.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Rose goes in. It's deflected. It's stolen by Ibaka. Durant up top. Gasol with the steal. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
What a game for Rose. He's got 8 points and 9 assists.
Fundamentals have been on display. He's just done it all today. The passing and also knocking down his freebies.
And that's exactly what they've needed from him, those 2 things.
Outside for Durant. Rebound by the Bulls. Gasol's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And here is Butler. 1:11 left to play here in the 4th. Just 5 to shoot. And there's a foul. Goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Durant for 3. It's in! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
For Chicago, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. It is against Butler. Here's Gasol. Can't hit. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Here's Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Westbrook up top, defended by Butler. Clock at 4. Westbrook kicks to Waiters to take the lead. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Butler.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're losing by...
All right, fellas, it's here for the taking. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often, you hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 2. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. That's what you take.
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often, you hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Chicago calls timeout. They lead by 2. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
While they have the lead, they still have to get a stop here. In particular, they can't allow the other team an open look from behind the arc.
Outside Durant. It's off.
He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He drops the first one. That narrows the gap to 1. He hits both from the start.
Incredible composure at the line to tie it up and give them a chance to get it to overtime.
Chicago calls timeout. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Here's Butler.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection? Timeout called by Oklahoma City. What do you think, guys?
The only chance here is to lob it towards the basket and go for the tip-in. There's not enough time left to catch and shoot.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game.
Cal, first off, congratulations on the win. How do you guys evaluate the progression of this team and how things are going right now?
We're getting there. You know, it's we're working hard, executing, and going through our plays every practice so we can execute better.
The 2K Sports postgame show.